Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, this is the brand new Infiniti Q70. Now, this is kind of not normally the vehicle I kind of talk about, but there is a very interesting thing that's going on over with this particular model. Now, this vehicle is actually going to be coming out very soon. It's a mid-cycle refresh. Gets a little bit different nose section, a little bit different tail section on this vehicle. Has a little refresh to update it a little bit. Can come in two different trims, at least in the model that we're talking about, which is the brand new 3.7 liter normally aspirated V6, putting out 330 brake horsepower and 270 pounds-feet of torque. It also comes with a 5.6 liter normally aspirated V8, putting out 416 brake horsepower and 414 pounds-feet of torque. Now you can get this in rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. And the model that we're focusing on, at least more extensively, is this one. As you look very close, there's a Q70. There's also what this one is, the Q70L. Yes, the L standing for long wheelbase. Over 6 inches of extra space throughout the back end of the vehicle for passengers, or for if you want to have this vehicle to be driven around in. Pretty interesting to see folks over at Infiniti trying to pull this off. And this is not going to be some car that's only going to be built in certain parts of the world. You may never ever get to see one or nothing like this. Every major market that Infiniti sells automobiles, this car will be available. So you could see it very close to where you are very soon. I just find that incredibly intriguing. They would build a long wheelbase model. Next up on the list, showing off at the New York Auto Show, this is the brand new Land Rover Discovery. Now, we haven't heard the Discovery nameplate in several years, as Land Rover kind of retired it. But apparently, this is going to be the first edition of a brand new lineup of Discovery vehicles. That's going to be a new nameplate, or at least kind of a blast from the past nameplate, for the Land Rover folks. Now, this particular model we know absolutely nothing about. They didn't show off a whole lot of details about this vehicle because it is a concept. Even though a lot of people banging around on the old interwebs say it looks a little too much like a Ford Explorer. They may be right, may not be, but this is an interesting piece from the folks over at Land Rover. It'll be very interesting where they go forward with the brand new Discovery. In an interesting little situation, there's a big motorsports event going down in Australia, and one of the engineers, the head engineers for the Ferrari and the LaFerrari project, has already let the cat out of the bag. Apparently Ferrari is already in works of building an FXX version. Yes, a full-blown race car version of the LaFerrari. Now, you remember before, you've seen the 599 FXX. You've also seen the Enzo FXX. And this is a weirdo situation that I've never really understood, but they still sell these cars like crazy. When you buy an FXX model, you don't actually get to take it home with you. Basically, Ferrari keeps it in Maranello, but they will ship it to any race circuit you wish, anywhere around the world, with a full crew and everything, and you just fly in with your helmet bag and your race suit, and you go play. It's always an interesting situation that you own the car, but you don't actually get to keep it in any way, shape, or form. So, interesting situation, the folks over at Ferrari, but very exciting. See just what exactly they've got up their sleeves. I mean, I know the car is going to go on full slicks, but what else are we going to see? Massive amounts of downforce, and how much more power can they ink out of that hybrid drivetrain system? It's going to be very interesting to see what comes of this in the future. Next up on the list, well, the SRT folks are showing this off at the New York Auto Show. This is the brand new, kinda, if you will, brand new anodized carbon special edition. Now, there's only going to be 50 models that are actually going to be built of this particular model, which is going to be a special edition to the SRT Viper lineup. But it's going to be even more, at least bespoke, if you will. This particular model will come in 2 different versions of this. Not only will it come in that anodized carbon special edition, but it'll also come in the anodized carbon special edition Time Attack. Now, out of those 50 models, only 10 of them are actually going to be the Time Attack versions. Now, what do you get at the Time Attack? Well, you obviously get some super sticky rubber. You get a lower front valence with a big chin spoiler, massive rear spoiler, a lot of work in the aero department of making this thing a veritable track day star. So we'll wait and see what comes of this deal as far as hearing some early numbers about what this vehicle costs. Could be close to 130, 140,000, but nothing really official has come out as of yet, or at least as of the taping of this particular program. There'll be some more stuff coming out very, very soon from the folks over at the SRT group. Obviously, this thing comes out with the Venable actual 8.4 liter, normally aspirated V10, making 640 brake horsepower and 600 pounds-feet of torque. So yeah, it's no slouch in the power department. Last up on the list, an interesting model shown off. This is the brand new Nissan Murano. There isn't a whole lot of details out about this automobile, but I have to say, one of the most attractive SUVs I think I've ever laid eyes on. I would actually almost consider buying one of these vehicles. Very, very good looking automobile. I think Nissan really hit a home run in the styling department when it comes to this particular model. We'll hopefully have some more official details when they come out, when this vehicle starts into its production run. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. You can like us over there. We'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.